So,
I think this next cut might illustrate just the terrible chemistry that these two have. I'm not a Nantz fan at all, as you know, but one guy sees one thing, he tries to one-up the other, and, oh, you said that, so I'm going to add this, and by the end of it, you're like, none of this is any good.
Boy, looking down the field at 2 long pass plays to Hollins, one for a touchdown. That one setting him up at the doorstep. Is that Gabe Davis or is that Hollins? Remember, big game Gabe had 4 touchdown catches wearing number 13 here a couple of years back in that epic playoff game.
He passed the jersey on. Used to be big game James Worthy, big game Gabe. Now it's big game Hollins.
What? Like, we're already Stretch Armstrong in trying to say that James Worthy and Gabe Davis are in the same universe. But they both have a long A in their name, right? Gabe Davis did wear 13. He had some big plays in Buffalo. Oh, big game James, big game Gabe, big game Mac Hollins. Just nothing.
Makes no sense.
The chat says Reptile was the green one.
Was Reptile the green one?
Yeah.
That's great. I forget we have a vibrant chat working.
This is the one where I think Mahomes got sacked, and one of his linemen got pushed back, and his lineman had a name that triggered something in Nantz's head, and then it leads again to just terrible chemistry.
He absolutely walks back Caliendo right here. He picks him up and carries him 3 yards into the backfield, Jim. And he showed up, him and Jones and Oliver last week. And he does it again on a huge situation.
Just tossed him aside. I wasn't sure if it was Mike Caliendo or Frank Caliendo trying to hold him off.
He definitely was going, oh, here we go for a ride.
Here we go. Tony, over to Worthy. That's on
God.
So what we're doing here, breaking this down, the game film afterwards is, yes, Nantz has been holding on to that. Hey, they got a lineman named Caliendo. Don't know if we'll ever bring him up. Oh, we're bringing him up. Cool.
Wasn't
How
sure
can
if it
I
was...
do the Frank thing? Okay. And then, yes, then you had Romo imitating Frank Caliendo, imitating them. And then Jim Nantz imitated Romo, who is imitating Frank Caliendo, who is imitating Romo and Nantz.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. And then they just had to get back to like a really basic play.
Awkward promo read. Again, this is the title of the cut. This is Romo and Nantz just not having chemistry. So Romo's trying to make a football point, but then he also just can't plow through. If he hears producer in his ear, okay.
It feels like the game's over to everyone, like that was it. It's not. 3 timeouts, but Patrick Mahomes has the ball. Up 3, 2nd and 9, and I believe the theory. I'll tell you right after you do a promo, Jim. Go ahead.
Let's go right after the game. Morris Chestnut stars in the new CBS original series Watson. His mystery begins tonight on CBS Sunday. All right, back to the game.
Right now, the same theory I told you about Josh Allen.
I have never heard someone sound more like a hostage doing a read.
Just
like
beaten down.
And it's so, you know what it is? What it is
I'll do it.
is it's exactly like the stuff we do to each other or we do at the station. Oh, no. Do your little birthday.
No.
Yeah, read,
you were going to be
read
funny,
the thing,
right?
Read the thing that was really good. Everybody's been waiting to hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear your great promo. That's because after the game tonight, I don't know, Watson.
All right.
The new show.
They made black.
Yeah.
This final cut really illustrates my disdain for Jim Nantz. Because he needs you to know that he is the smartest person in every room. That's why he loves to bring up Gabe Davis real quick. Gabe Davis, guess what? Number 13. So then that's where Romo, he just can't be silent in a room, so he has to add on some stuff he thinks is funny, and then you get the bad. But so he's going to say something that turns out to be erroneous, and instead of just moving on, because now we're moving on. We have a real game going on. This is a very exciting end of this game. But he keeps bringing it back up, and he keeps bringing it back up, and and even at the end, when we're way beyond it, he's going to bring it back up one last time. And what this all stems on, it was a play happened, and then there was a flag on the field. At least that's what showed up on the screen. It said there was a flag on the field.
He just desperately throws it up in the air, incomplete.
So what happened? This was the play. Is the very end. It was 4th and 5, but then Spagnuolo actually dialed up a blitz. Been holding back on that all day. They haven't been bringing the pressure like usual, but then finally they saved this blitz for then. It was brilliant.
Pretty awesome.
He just desperately throws it up in the air, incomplete. Kincaid was right there. There is a flag.
I didn't see a flag thrown there.
I'm told there's a flag.
I know, but this is Spagnuolo pretended to not blitz. Safeties are back, and he sends a corner blitz.
No
and
flag.
It comes free. He waited all game to send the most exotic pressure. He comes from this side. Look at the corner. He's going to come scot-free. Never would you think he's coming. And right there, completely takes the hopes. And Kincaid
Almost got there.
could have caught that one. Josh still made it work. Game's not over right now.
We
3
had the
timeouts.
report from the sideline that there had been a flag, but there was no flag. There was no penalty.
Who
at
gives
all,
a
and
shit?
there's going to be the first timeout called.
That's what I'm saying.
Play-by-play
We were way
guys
beyond
give a
that.
shit.
Yeah, like,
We
did
were
not. The game
right
just
away.
ended on a Dalton Kincaid massive drop. People are going to be talking about it all day the
Like,
next
he
day.
keeps bringing up the. Remember, I that wasn't me. I just want you to know there was a report. Somebody else said flag.
What a dork!
Someone else said there was a flag.
I don't know, just
Like I just have to you all to know that I am the smartest guy still. I'm not the. I did not make a mistake there. Someone else
And
did.
credit to Romo.
And I'm going to point out that someone else did.
yeah.
Just so you know, like, yeah, but this really exciting play, I'm breaking it down. No. I know, but remember when I said flag? That was not me. That wasn't me that said flag. It wasn't my fault.
That poor spotter. You know, he got the death stare from Nantz.
Oh yeah.
I got fired.
Yeah. Right. Just like his wife.
Like he'll be watching Browns Jags.
By the way, in that clip, something that I think I've noticed this before, never pointed it out. I'm very bothered by Tony Romo's use of the word pretend. Like no one else said. What they'll say is like, oh, a lot of times what Spagnuolo will do, he'll show blitz, back off. And for Romo, and here's Spagnuolo, he's going to pretend like he's going to blitz. Hey, here's we see Mahomes here. He pretends like he's handing it off to Kareem Hunt, pulls the ball. Now he's actually throwing it.
But see, that makes me like
Pretends? What is that?
that makes me like Romo a little more because I can tell he's been talking to his kids.
See, that's exactly what I was going to say, is that he talks a lot of times like a guy who is talking to kids. Yeah, that's a bad look for Nantz. Speaking of Spagnuolo, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Our buddy Jared Sandler sent me basically what it would look like if he had a talk show today. His like full thoughts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're good. So maybe we have him on again soon. But one of the things that he mentioned, because he definitely scans as the type of guy who would care about the Hall of Fame, like normal people. And his point is, if you have specialists in the Hall of Fame, you should definitely, or we should consider the idea that we should have coordinators in the Hall of Fame. Because if the Hall of Fame is about like big moments and like defining, Spagnuolo is now arguably the best big game play caller in this era. I mean,
It makes sense.
incredible what he's done with their defense.
It does make sense.
And that's part of their whole transition.
Like you
to
could
not
never
need
be
to
a head coach, so you should still have a spot.
Right. Instead of like your legacy as a head coach sullying you.
Right.
And that's today's thoughts from Jared Sandler on the NFL.
Okay.
He felt like he needed to do that because he lost me all that money on Washington. But I made up for it on the Chiefs. We took a push this weekend.